This is BDSM Cinematic Hook-Ups.
My God, look at the size of that thing.
Hello and welcome back to the BDSM Cinematic Dungeon. This is something slightly different. This is Cinematic Hook-Ups. This is where I can talk about anything movie related, from the bad to the good to wherever. Just a show between the show. So, what's this episode going to be about? I've been messing around with AI, like everybody else on the planet at the minute, and see if ChatGPT can take over bloody dreadful shite movies by getting it to review Tom Wiseau's cinematic masterpiece, The Room, and see if I can agree with it. Alright, so here we go. Let's try this bitch, right? Can you write a positive review for the movie The Room based on BDSM's categories?
Here is what I came up with. 1. Did I find it entertaining in any way?
The Room is a masterpiece of unintentional comedy that will make you laugh out loud with its absurd dialogue, plot holes, and acting. It is so bad that it's good, and it has become a cult classic among fans who enjoy watching it ironically.
I wouldn't say I found it extremely laugh out loud. I found it very amusing. It has its parts, which are quite, funny, like the mother. She says she's got cancer, and they just dismiss it. See, it's a giggle. It's not an outright riot. And I do agree, most fans consider this a cult classic, because it fairly is. It's not the masterpiece he wanted, but that's what we got.
2. Did it have a good story idea?
The story idea of The Room is actually not bad. It's a drama about a love triangle between a successful banker, his fiancée, and his best friend. However, the execution is so poor that it turns into a hilarious mess. The movie is full of random scenes, characters, and subplots that have nothing to do with the main story and are never resolved.
How the hell did it come up with the story's not actually bad, and calling it a drama, a love triangle between a successful banker and a fiancée? No, that just sort of happens. There's no story progression to that. It is true, though, it is full of random scenes and people just popping up and popping out. So, I sort of agree with that, but not so much.
3. Was it boring?
The Room is never boring because it constantly surprises you with its ridiculousness. You never know what the characters will say or do next, and you can't help but wonder how the movie was made. The Room is full of memorable quotes and moments that will stick with you long after you watch it.
I do agree. It has memorable quotes. It's not exactly boring. It's not exactly great, though, is it? It's a plodder. You can say you never know what the people are going to do next in the movie. So I'm gonna give it to it. Ish.
4. Will I ever watch it again?
I would definitely watch The Room again. And I have done so many times. It is one of those movies that gets better with repeated viewings, because you can notice more details and flaws that add to the humour. It is also fun to watch The Room with other people who appreciate its campiness and can laugh along with you.
Yeah. I'd say it's better with friends. Definitely. And repeat viewings, I would say I've watched it a few times, but not many. I wouldn't go out my way to go and watch it again, but if it's on, I might do it just for a bizarre giggle. But definitely, if you've got a few friends, get them in, get them to watch The Room. A bit of alcohol, and everybody will be laughing. So, I'm going to give it that one.
5. Would I recommend anyone else to watch it?
I would recommend anyone who likes bad movies or comedies to watch The Room. It is a unique experience that you won't regret. The Room is so bad that it's good, and it's one of the best worst movies ever made.
Yeah, I would recommend it. But as in best worst movies go, it may get pipped to the post by Troll 2. That is one of the best worst movies. Let's agree to disagree. I'd say it fairly got it right. I think I'm out of a job. I know. Let's see if I can lose some friends with this next one. I want to get ChatGPT to review a beloved classic and do a negative review on it. So, here goes. Can you write a negative review of 1987's The Princess Bride?
Sure, I can try to write a negative review for the 1987 movie The Princess Bride. Here is what I came up with.
The Princess Bride is a movie that tries to be a parody of fairy tales, but fails miserably. It is full of clichés, stereotypes, and corny jokes that are neither funny nor original. The plot is thin and predictable, the characters are bland and annoying, and the dialogue is wooden and tedious. The movie is a waste of time and talent, especially for the actors who have done much better work in other films. The movie tries to be clever and witty, but it only succeeds in being boring and irritating. The jokes are lame and repetitive, such as the constant use of the phrase "as you wish," or the incongruous name of Humperdinck. The movie also relies on breaking the fourth wall and having a grandfather narrate the story to his grandson, who interrupts with annoying comments and questions. The movie fails to create any suspense or emotion, as the audience knows that everything will work out in the end. The movie also suffers from poor acting and directing. The actors seem to be either overacting or underacting, with no sense of nuance or subtlety. The chemistry between Wesley and Buttercup is non-existent, as they have no personality or depth. The villains are cartoonish and unthreatening, such as the pompous Humperdinck or the inept Vizzini. The director, Rob Reiner, seems to have no vision or style, as he uses cheap special effects and bland cinematography. The Princess Bride is a movie that should be avoided by anyone who values good storytelling, humour, or entertainment. It is a dull and disappointing attempt at satire that fails on every level. It is not a classic, but a flop.
Ooh, I can hear people booing me right now. For me, The Princess Bride is fairly boring. I don't find it quite funny, even though I watched the shit out of movies like this when I was a kid. I spent all my time with the video shop. But Princess Bride had never really showed up until later. So I'm thinking I might have not caught it at the right time to like it. And I sort of agree with that review. Oh dear, so AI is really going to get me out of a job. And I don't know if I'm going to end up having any listeners left. Oh well. So, with that, I'm going to say see you next time when I try and enjoy 2023's Robotica Destructiva. See you then.
If you would like to join Chris on his painful mission, then come and join the BDSM Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/BDS movies. Or you can contact the BDSM Dungeon by email bdsmpodmovie@gmail.com.
Free bagels.